Hi, my name is Anna Sepanski, and I will be sharing a presentation today on evidence-based signage for green buildings. So a little bit of an overview of what I'll be going through today is the abstract, research question, methodology, findings, design recommendations, results, and my references. The goal of this project is to engage college students with the green buildings they occupy through the development of a collection of evidence-based signage that coordinates with an interactive three-dimensional building model that will educate occupants on the sustainable elements of the building. These elements will be designed in order to prompt water, energy, and material conservation in a LEED Gold residence hall. Signage is a typical element featured in green buildings design. Unfortunately, there is not much instruction on the best practices for engaging the building users. This project makes conceptual and practical contributions to the green building communication. This will be conducted through the integration of theories from environmental education, conservation psychology, and research on mindfulness-based practices. The interdisciplinary theoretical model will be made on the mindful communication for ecotourists that adapt by the works of Woods and Moscardo. In addition, a three-dimensional building model in Revit will showcase the eco-friendly and sustainable elements of the green building in order to provide an interactive element of green building communication that is legible, mindfully engaging, and supportive of eco behaviors. The goal is to use this three-dimensional model to share signage interventions that will be implemented in the green building. The complete signage system and three-dimensional model will be installed in the University of Missouri Residence Hall in the fall of 2021, followed by a survey of residents, green building knowledge, and environmental behaviors. So the research question I have is, how can evidence-based signage be created to engage college students with the green building they occupy? So the methods used to find this research were the mindfulness model of green building communication. This includes signage legibility, mindful engagement, behavioral supports. I also followed the signage EBD guidelines, which included evidence-based strategies for engaging with environmental interpretation, a prompt and literature presentation, and signage design guidelines. So for mindful engagement, the findings on this are to apply the use of multisensory media, create a variety and change throughout signage. Signage must be interactive, and signage will create cognitive engagement. And the types of values in this engagement are biospheric, which promotes caring for the environment, nature, and planet; egoistic, which benefits self-preserving interests or social influences on others; and social, which promotes the well-being of society and the community. So these will be applied throughout the language and design of these signages. And then this will create a connection to the occupants of Gateway Hall. For behavioral support, the message throughout the signage should vary, and the types of knowledge used should be declarative, procedural, and effective. Signage will be located in close proximity to features. For example, a sign that belongs near the shower to conserve water will be located in the bathroom by the shower. And then signage language will give a clear call to action using short statements and facts. So for signage legibility, a sans serif typeface or typeface with very small serif is recommended when selecting a font. Use a bolded font for primary information and regular font for secondary information. Ensure the use of plain and easily understandable language. Use an uppercase for the first letter and lowercase for the remaining ones. This will create a more distinctive words and shapes and make the words easier and quicker to read. Uppercase can be used to emphasize a single destination on a sign. However, other methods should be considered first. Sign colors should contrast the background with text colors and stand out from the background. Contrast should be between 60 and 70%, and color should be consistent throughout all of the signage. So the design considerations for this is to consider how mindful engagement can be incorporated into the signage at Gateway Hall, explore the behavioral support of the signage through location, placement, varying message, and clear call to action. Create legible signage through the use of understandable language, appropriate typeface, and contrasting colors. So with all these considerations, I've started working on a series of posters and signs for throughout the Gateway Hall building. And so these are some examples of the energy signage that I've created. As you can see, there is consistent colors throughout the posters because they all go under the energy category. I used a Century Gothic typeface in order to create bold and contrasting text that will stand out and be easy to read. And so I used main call to action phrases along with facts and steps that you can take in order to be more sustainable. This one here, Spare a Watt, Save a Watt, is a biospheric example. The one in the middle that says take the stairs, it shows an egoistic example by saying get exercise. Saving energy is biospherical, and making a difference is social. So all of those three were kind of combined into this sign. And then here's another biospherical example, which is 3 steps to lower your carbon footprint and save energy. Here's some more examples of other signs. Again, a biospheric example, 5 ways to save water. And these are all specific to the Gateway Hall dorm and apply solely to the college students that are living there. The egoistic example in the middle, time is precious, don't waste it in the shower, also includes some facts on how you can save water. And then a social example are there are a number of ways to save water, and they all start with you. So in conclusion, the outcome of this signage is to create an opportunity for the college students who reside in Gateway Hall to learn more about green buildings. Students will also develop a better understanding on how to adopt these environmental behaviors and considerations to their everyday lives. And here are my references, and thank you so much for your time. I hope you enjoyed this presentation.